All right, it seems like the puzzle came together. I have a book in my hand, quite a big book. It's volume 0 out of a series of volumes on all this technology of management. This book is called Basic Staff Hat. Wow. Not a bad hat, right? And I would like to read one short quote out of this big and clever book. This quote is from the first article in the book, and the article is called The Org Exec Course Introduction. Let's now look at this quote. Any individual has his 7 divisions and his 21 departments. Where one or more of these is missing in his conduct of life, he will be to that degree an unsuccessful individual. L. Ron Hubbard. Why did I read you this quote? Let's look at the screen. Look at this. Here we have various and many examples of actual and presently existing companies who are trying to create a sort of an org board. And here's some other companies trying to record their organizational structure using an incorrect org board. This, I want to tell you, is better than nothing at all, for sure. Some companies don't even have that. But why am I showing you this? Look, we made a selective analysis of these existing structures in regards to their functions, name, etc. And we sort of superimpose these structures against the 7-division org board and the departments. And look what happened. Now pay attention. I bet you have already guessed. The black spots or black holes, we can call them, are nothing else than those missing functions on the org board. If you remember earlier, I read you out a quote. And the quote said, where one or more of these is missing in his conduct of life, he will be to that degree an unsuccessful individual. Now look, what breed of staff members in your company do you think will oppose or be totally against this type of organization board? Exactly. You already guessed it. Unproductive ones will oppose this type of org board because, well, it's obvious that when the company structure is not clear and the more opportunity there is to hide behind someone's back, you know, it's just like in that joke. We were ploughing, says the fly flying off the tractor. Same here. The more haziness, the better for the unproductive staff member. It's obvious. But productive staff will look at this org board in a heavenly manner and say, at last, it's come to pass. Because they have an inner protest against this former type of approach. You know? It's like during socialism. A good engineer gets 120 rubles and a bad one gets the same 120. No incentive to perfect oneself or anything. Well, alright, we're almost done studying this chapter. But at the end, I want to share with you one more important conclusion. I hope most of you saw the blockbuster movie Gladiator with Russell Crowe, and even if you haven't seen it, then I recommend that you watch it. There is a very interesting scene. It's the scene where the gladiators are fighting in the Colosseum against the warriors on chariots, etc. It's a very exciting scene, you know, very emotional. But let's talk about this scene from the viewpoint of what we were talking about, the org board. Look, what did Maximus do in this particular scene? He started organizing them. And when they became structured and organized, they started winning. If there'd been no structure, they would have been taken down one by one. But what Maximus did was very smart in survival. He told them, if we stick together, we will survive. The guys that were fighting in the Colosseum on the chariots had the most advanced weapons for that time period, and it was impossible to survive fighting as individuals and not working together as an organized group. Business today is not exactly playing in the sandbox, and it can be harsh and dangerous, just like the Colosseum. And the key point from this scene that I'm trying to make is that Maximus was a stellar soldier and gladiator, and he could have probably slayed 10 or more opponents all by himself. It's also possible that you're an amazing specialist, a Maximus, in your sphere, and you can oppose some flow flying at you from some sector of business in the form of, I don't know, problems, clients, money, documents, and so on. And you can be such a person. He was a brilliant warrior in himself, but brilliant as you might be, you won't survive against an avalanche of information in today's world. The key conclusion here is this: the only way to oppose an avalanche of information traveling on the flows of the modern world, the world which fills up the businesses with all sorts of communications, problems, etc. The only way is to be a well-organized group, and if the group is well-organized, then the amount of that flow coming into the organization does not matter anymore, as all your divisions and departments will be correctly in place and you'll be able to handle it. And the 7-division org board is there to help you. Use it. Remember, at the beginning of the practicum, I told you that knowledge becomes truly valuable only when you can put it to use. Let's take another look at what we've been able to create together. You are the one who wrote out the org board in full. You put the division names there, the departments. You put down the valuable final products and familiarized yourselves with the org board functions. And you can print out this file for future use so that it doesn't only remain in your head or in your memory. But we're now in the 21st century, and this is the age of advanced internet and computer technologies, the age of software and so on. Because of this, there is one more thing I want to recommend to you, and that's yet another simple and effective tool already being used by many companies, which will make it so much easier for you to use the org board too. What I want to recommend to you for everyday use is a computer program called Admin Solution of Management, which is self-explanatory in English, and admin stands for administrative. This software is unique in its category and can be found nowhere else, and it supports the management system. In particular, it supports the interface for the 7-division org board's use and development. Moreover, this product has been internationally approved in the city of Los Angeles, which means that all the official standards for this technology, the administrative technology of management, have been taken into account and met. You can find out more about this program on the homepage of this website, and it's all laid out there in clarity and in detail. There are video lessons in there, information material, practical demonstrations, including support for any questions, etc. So now you have access to both the theory and the practice. Check it out now. This was the 7-division organizational board. In the next chapter of the practicum, we're going to talk about a new, unique, and separate technology of management. And this tool is called the administrative scale. I really love that chapter. And I think that this tool, the administrative scale, is a key tool for any owner, business executive, and really for just any person. Flourish and prosper, and I'll see you in the next chapter of the practicum. I wish you success.
Рожденные, свободные, но мир не как есть. Белое и черное, есть хорошая весть. Подрастают способные, чтобы сделать как есть. Белой ли вороной против ли толпы? Посмотри на небо, ты же солнцем можешь быть. Главное поверить, главное любить. Белое и черное, снегом кружится лезть. Рожденные, свободные, но мир не как есть. Белое и черное, есть хорошая весть. Подрастают способные, подрастают способные, подрастают способные. В их груди бьется честь.